Let's see if I can move all this out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as you know, this is a School Links help session. We are going to begin with a short video. It's about 7 minutes. It's a introduction, kind of like an overview of what School Links is. So feel free to raise up your volume so you can hear everything. This is from Ms. Troutman.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Troutman, and I'm the Director of College and Career Readiness, and I'm very excited to get to share School Links with you this evening. School Links is a modern college, career, and military readiness planning platform. And a quote that really resonates with me as we think about the secondary experience and planning is that it's no longer just our goal to get to that finish line, to get that diploma. While it remains a goal, the goal of secondary education is really transformed to have students graduate with a plan and a plan for success for post-secondary endeavors. And so that takes a lot of support and planning and connections. And so School Links really gives us the ability to put all of this into a platform that will manage this planning experience. So tonight's presentation is going to take you through this platform. First, looking at student experience, the ease of use 6 through 12 to travel and grow with your student, the opportunities that are available such as college, career, military, scholarships, financial aid, volunteer hours, transcripts, and so much, much more, even able to dive in and find areas of support that the students and family need on their own. Engagement, interest, and planning are all included. And then we're going to dive deeply into what is the real focus of tonight's presentation, and that's the stakeholder experience, your guardian, your parent portal, how we pull and engage you into this experience with your student and give that access. And so this is the part where I also want to say thank you so much for being here. It really takes everyone coming together to support a student through this process. I know the teenagers may not thank you now, but they will thank you later for engaging in this process and supporting them as they make their plans. Within the stakeholder experience, we're going to talk about transcripts and volunteer hours and scholarships and recommendation letters, financial aid, and then of course, getting you into your very own guardian parent portal accounts. Then we're going to end with diving right into the platform in a demo and addressing any questions that you have as we move through that process. The student experience is really wonderful in School Links. What we really love about it is that it is so student-centered and it focuses on each student's individual goals. Your student's going to notice, as we'll go through tonight in the demo, that it starts all about them. They'll go right into Find Your Path in the onboarding process, which harnesses their interests and skills and can be taken multiple times to grow with those interests and skills as they find courses that they really enjoy, pathways and endorsements that they find interest in. Find Your Path is going to center careers, majors, colleges around the students' interests and skills. And there are many other focus surveys that will grow with them over time through their 6 through 12 experience that will bring in their personality, how they like to learn, their strengths, their mindsets to support them in setting their goals around those. College and career exploration are then based off of these engaging experiences for the student and can help them put together interest clusters, create tasks to get to those pathways, to be able to build school lists, build career data, find internships that match with the careers they're interested in. And always important is money. How will I get there? What scholarships are available for certain careers, for certain majors, local, national, global, based on the student demographics and desires of where they're going? How do I build a resume? How do I harness my advisement with my counselor around what I want to do and my interest? And then also for certificate tracking, for CTE, for what are the things that I can get done through pathways while I'm in secondary education to take with me into post-secondary, college, or career. The game of life, and I might be showing my age a little bit here, but I think of the board game with the little car, and it really is like that. But it's about what are the effects or the outcomes based on the decisions we make. I wish I had known more about financial planning and what was available for scholarships and other items as a first-gen college student. And the game of life really sets with the student's goals. How many years of college does it take to get there? How much would that cost at the college that you're thinking about? How much will it pay at the end in to try to cover those. Hopefully they won't come out with a ton of student debt like I did, but this really allows for financial planning and basing their financial future off the decisions they're making now in that planning, and can help guide the discussions other stakeholders, including you, their counselor, their CCF, have with them about how they're going to get to where they want to go. And that really brings us to our stakeholder experience. SchoolLinks offers more than 80 experiences for students, parents, counselors, and teachers to engage everyone in the planning process for post-secondary endeavors. It connects the advisement, student scholarships, interest surveys, student endorsement, the pathways, their CTE courses and certification, and graduation requirements, all in one place to bring everyone on the same page with the student. It also allows for registrars, counselors, and CCFs to work in unison to have the ability to track college applications, letters of recommendation, volunteer hours go right into the system, transcript requests, CCMR indicators, and even alumni tracking. Students will have access to this platform even as an alumni. Come back to that resume, come back to those the information that you've inputted, the scholarships and awards that you've received, so it's there for them as they continue their planning. Connecting stakeholders is so important, especially for families. I have a 2- and 4-year-old, so they never stop talking, but I know enough from teaching teenagers that one-word answers are sometimes what you get. So this can really pull you guys together as an option to have those conversations around the students' goals and the planning for either military, job, college, internships, resumes, portfolios, and even seeing what goals they're setting. But it also provides supports as far as videos and lessons about financial aid. If I had known more about the FAFSA or my family had, to be able to support me. So all of these tools being in one area that you can see and engage. The Guardian portal is how we're going to spend our demo time, but also exploring some of the student side. But it really allows you, again, to stay on that same page, to know what your students' interests are, to know what they're inputting, and to be able to monitor and communicate with your student and with the student's counselor, CCF, and also directly with colleges, tech schools, and reps if you have a question right there to get it answered. The community portal is also another piece of this and engages community relationships, those internships, local scholarships like we were discussing, and really keeps your student engaged in what's available around them. Well, that is a really quick overview, but we really want to stop for some questions now that you have initially, and then we're going to dive right into demo mode and show you how easy this platform is to use.
Okay, so I forgot to mention, if you have any questions, that you can put it in the chat. So if anybody else wants to monitor that while we go through this. Okay, moving on.
All of these.
Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know how to get out of my own thing that I made. Okay, here I go. Sorry, guys. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a live demo of student access, find your path, and can you guys see my screen? Okay, here we go. Find your path and the dashboard, and Miss Williams Brown is going to show that to you. So she should be able to share her screen from where she's at.
Thank you, Ms. Marino. I am trying to share, but I do believe because you are on share right now.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. Here we go. All right, parents, thank you so much again for joining. This live demo, I just wanted to take you through some of the practical usage features for our SchoolLinks for students in 7th and 8th grade, because I know that the information talked about college, it talked about financial aid, searching for colleges and schools, and all that is great. And they are absolutely going to find use for that when they go to high school. But right now, I just want to show you really quickly, when your student or your child logs on to their site, it's going to look like this on the home page. And all of the cool activities and features can be found along the left pane here. And they access it directly through their school links. It's an app that's on their school links. And so, that's how they get to Canvas, and that's how they're already able to access many of the other apps that they have here at school. So, school links is on class links, class links, and they're able to access it from there. Yes. And so, one of the main features is going to be under the activities section. If we would click here, we go to My Goals. This is where students can goal set, and they're able to keep track of goals as they change. Goals can be formed, though, mainly from this page. This is one of the key pages and one of the ones that you may want to spend time with them on even now, in finding a lot of their career aspirations. Some don't know what they want to do. They don't even know really what their interests are, which is okay because of their age level and their grade level right now. But this is going to be a great help for them to decipher what they're really interested in, what they may have a knack for. And so you have a Find Your Path assessment. These are quick, fun assessments for the students just to really get to learn more about themselves. Okay, so this is a first step, mini step to career and college exploration. A little bit right here. It starts really with the school link assessments. I actually did an assessment, and I really took it. I was honest with my assessment just so that you all could see. I tried to think about it and look at number one, okay, education and training. So I did it honestly, and it will give the student a breakdown of what would come second, third, and fourth of where their skill sets lie. And then it'll kind of let them know. Now, what they would want to do with this information is they can go back to activities, they can do some goal setting with that. They can do some learning, but this is the one that I really like. I like the career one. I'm going to go to the career center just so that you'll know how it all works together. So we're getting them to start thinking about the future a little bit, even when it comes time for course selections in the future. If you have an 8th grade student who's going to high school, these interest inventory, these assessments will really be good for them to begin course selecting. And so when they come to the career center, you can click on clusters, and whatever they found in their assessment, they get to learn more about the opportunities that are available within that particular career cluster. So if they've never heard of human services, they don't know what is that all about? Human services. Look at all this wealth of information. And it's fun ways to learn about it. We have videos, it gives a breakdown, an overview. And so it's really just a good way to get them started with thinking ahead and considering the future with that early career college exploration. Okay, so that's one of the first ways that the functions will help right now and ways that we can dive in. So first we have the assessments over here to the left. I would explore that first. And then you have the option to go to careers. You can explore that through the Career Center. And we can go back there, and it'll also give you career information based on the region. And so really great information that's here in the School Link site. Colleges. So this one is a second great one. College School Search Favorites and Lists. Okay. So I'm going to go to, did I already favorite? I didn't favorite anything yet. Let me go back to the school search. So this is if your child, okay, I know what I'm interested in, or maybe I don't, but I'm just a fan of this university. I've heard of it. Dad went there, mom went there, whatever the case may be. This is how you're able to really get that college exploration going on, so that students are able to learn more about the university than just based on what they maybe have heard. And they're able to really get comparable information early on about the universities of their choice. And so maybe we have some Texas A&M, okay, students who aspire to attend this university. When you go to the colleges, again, it's over here on the left, you would go to school search, and it will pull up all kinds of universities in the region or otherwise. You'll be able to search depending on whatever you pick for the settings, and it gives great information for you as parents, okay, and for the student as well. And what you're able to do is you're also able to click this and you can add it to the favorite, the student's favorite. It'll make it so that you're able to say, why do you favorite this school? You can put your little notes. The student's able to track their interests. They're able to compare the favorites side by side. They can set goals with this. And one of the things that I really like is here at the top where the student will have their personal profile. Anything that we favorite, any goal that we set is always tracked here on the profile dashboard. And this is going to come together. Look at that. That's an experience section. They get to put awards and achievements that they're earning throughout the years, academics, test scores if they like. Okay, their career goal is there. They maybe even have researched enough to know a major that they're interested in. And the really, really neat thing is you can turn this into a resume when it's all said and done and they are in high school. They're building the resume now. And so it's a nice start for them, again, like I said, to kind of shoot a little bit ahead and kind of start thinking long term, really getting started with that exploration right now and hit it hard when they're in high school, and this carrying them through the years to building this resume. And so the one last thing before I close out and pass it over back to Ms. Moreno is I did want to show how to do the parent. I know that the video kind of touched on it a little bit, but just to make sure that everyone knew how to claim the parent account. Let's see if I can go back over here. This is from the student side, okay? So what we're looking at is your student account right now. In order for you to gain access as a parent, your student will click the little setting options here. After clicking the setting options, they will do account setting. They will come over to your guardian. It's really, really simple. And there we see guardian's claim process. All you would have to do is click that and you would have this special code. It's a claim code. Okay. And you would merely enter that code into this School Links website and you have guardian access. So you can work with them at home with this. You all can explore these career options, their interest options. And this will be a great way, like I said, to really tailor their class and course selections and really kind of see how they are with the courses that they are saying that they're interested in according to the majors and all that good stuff. So college and career exploration tool, great one. I hope you all have a great time exploring. Ms. Moreno, back to you.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna show you really quickly. Miss Brown, can you unshare? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so when you want to go to School Links, so from the Lamar CISD website, you will go to students and parents. And if you want to write this down, I'll go ahead and give you time to do that. So students and parents.
We'll also
then,
push this out in a Skylert. We're recording this, so we'll
okay.
push that out in a Skylert so parents will have access to this video.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Ms. Fields. And then you'll go to college and career information. And then you just scroll down and then here's what we have for School Links. So we have a PDF that kind of reminds you how to get into the Guardian side of it. And then if you want to watch the entire presentation, it's a 54-minute video that really goes into depth. Dr. Maxwell goes through all of the things that are huge for School Links and talks how to get to it, what it does, the function. So if you want to look ahead, if you have an 8th grader and you want to know what more tools are available for them for high school, you are certainly welcome to do that. That's this presentation here. And again, for students, you've got a quick start guide. So all of the information for School Links is right there. And I believe that's all we have for you. Pretty basic. We really wanted to just see, just to get you to know where to go to find school links, how to get in, and for you to see your side of it so that you can kind of mess around with it. It's just, there's a lot to it, and we didn't want to make this presentation 2 hours long, because it certainly could be, but it just has a lot of stuff in there. So if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat, or if you want to ask, you can.
Right, we do have Lindsay on the call with us. So if you have questions or need a little bit more clarification about a few things, or if you saw one aspect of School Links that you would like just a little bit more information on, Lindsay's on with us tonight to answer those questions, because this is a fairly new platform for us, but we want to start utilizing that so students can start looking toward their futures. So feel free to unmute, ask any questions. If you'd like us to go back over any portions live, if you came onto the call late, if you'd like us to run really quickly back through what School Links looks like, we can do a quick, another quick little demo. But if you have questions, please feel free to let us know. Yes, ma'am, Ms. Lafferty.
Is School Links available now, or it will be available?
It is available through ClassLink right now, grades 6 through 12. So we're very excited that students get to start all of these things and it can grow with them. Because as a former 10th grade teacher, the 10th graders that get to me are sometimes very different than their 6th grade self. So we're very happy to have all stakeholders kind of get to join you in that journey as we follow students along. So it's through ClassLinks. Counselors have also pushed in at the junior high and middle school level. And then our fabulous college and career facilitators pick that up right when they walk in the doors of the high school.
Excellent. Okay, thank you.
I did want to add a note too. The ladies did a fabulous job, but there is so much that goes into getting, well, teenagers in general across any line. But so that you know, there's so many resources you can explore with your kiddo, but we have defined a scope and sequence. And when they log into that dashboard that I think Ms. Moreno showed you, they will get to see their to-do list. So you don't have to figure out like all of the key to-dos as well. And you can check in to see what they've completed or not completed. So we've kind of tried to set a pathway that grows with them 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they get alumni access after they leave. So they can come back and tweak that resume and do all of those things. So they have access continuing on as well.
Lindsay, are there any things that you might want to show the parents that we didn't? I can make you co-host.
I'm absolutely
any aspects
willing to go in if there's any areas that guardians or stakeholders wanted to see more of. I think that the ladies did a wonderful job of showing off the career center, the college search, the assessments. They can take as many times as they want. And in fact, when I meet with guardians and parents, sometimes they'll say, I don't really understand how they got that. And sometimes just walking through the survey, they can take it as many times as they want. It's a really cool survey, and it will gauge. As you can see, I've taken mine several times. I land with education and training at the top every time. So I guess along the way, I made the right choices. But the students can sometimes go quickly. They can do kind of a swipe left, swipe right kind of thing. And coming back and talking, especially our younger kiddos, through some of the questions can really help. And then they did a really nice job of showing the career clusters. So it doesn't just shoot them to one career. It says, here's a whole broad, and you saw how many things were listed. There's careers there. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a job, and I would like to know more about it. So it really doesn't start to narrow them too far. It takes this broad glance and they get to explore, which is what we want them doing. I was still exploring about junior year of college, which is very not cost efficient. Switching majors there several times, not a good thing to do. So we let them get all that exploration as they think about endorsements and programs of study, CTE certifications, all of that fun there. I'm trying to think if there's anything.
I think of something, sorry. I remember too that so when they do get to high school, you can add volunteer hours you can apply for scholarships. And it's really cool because the way that it's set up is it has a national database of scholarships, but it also has a local database of scholarships to find some near us. And so it's just like they said, like just one huge hub to get them ready for college and careers, and it's really cool. So yeah.
Yeah, so like under finances, I am in right now. So scholarship management, we update an international, a global, and a local scholarship bank for all of our kiddos yearly. And we make sure that the dates are up to date, that the application links are right there. You can see that currently for this month, there's there's 52 active, 237 that we're waiting for the due date for those annual scholarships to come back up. And so we keep those all in a bank. We watch every scholarship we get is here. The students can click and see how they're eligible. Is it just 11th grade? Is it based on an essay? Do they have to have a certain GPA? All of those things are listed. And when they get to high school, they will start to log their experience hours, their volunteer hours for Service Corps, but it also starts to build towards their resume because just working with teenagers enough, they don't always remember what they did the day before, nevertheless 3 years before. And when they have to go back to write the essay, to get the scholarship, they're keeping these in here, and we're helping to approve them so that it goes on that resume that they showed you all along the way. So that's a really great feature as well. I can demo as a student to go through. We will just, let's see, we're at Lamar Junior High. So we'll go keep on blue track. And up at the top, pick a 12th grader so you can kind of see where the students will be going and how this grows with them. I'll be Mr. Eric Bridges here. Hopefully that won't spin for too long. There we go. So you can see that the to-do list gets very robust for the students as they go along that senior year. There's going to be a lot of deadlines that we're reminding students of, but it gives them a calendar. These videos load. So Mr. Eric is very interested in data scientist. So he gets updates from professionals in the field that talk about what it's like to do that job, what the pay is like, what things that you might want to think about along the way. For school, again, even transcript requests will go through this platform. So we work with students as they're going to be doing those applications once they get to high school, experience hours. So really growing with the students. But as the lady showed you, what's really great is 6th, 7th, 8th is that exploration stage. We don't want them to be so narrow in that track. So they have all of these items here to begin to explore, to take classes that are going to expose them to their interest. They can start to look ahead at colleges if they want, but we're really asking them to focus on what might be some things to help you look at those interests you have and get some of those courses under your belt. And then, of course, in finances, as we get up to the high school level, scholarship matching and other college financing or career financing options.
All right, we just want to open it up one last time if there's a parent who has any other questions before we close out our session. We are recording this session, so we'll post this in a Skylert with a link to how you can access school links from the district website. And it will have all those tips on how to claim your Guardian Access code as well.
And if you ever have any questions and it's late at night and you're working with your student, this little button here is instant chat support from School Links. They're very supportive and responsive within minutes to getting back to you. So if there's anything that you come across or access to another resource, it's right here for you as well as anyone on the team supporting our students, getting all the way across the finish line and more.
Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and close out our session. Thank you to all the parents who joined us tonight. If you need any further assistance, Ms. Miller, do you have any questions? Sorry, okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at cfields02@lcisc.org, and we'll be able to try to field those questions, or we will get you to the person who can answer it for you. All right, thank you all for joining us. Good night.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.